The Yorick.
Yes! Yes! Okay. I wonder how much actual practice he's put in.
He has so much gold.
Yes, 3,000 gold.
Tien!
Look, he can see it in the player cam. He's like, God damn it.
Tien!
Okay, here we go.
Okay, well, he's just going to go in the end. Yeah, it's literally Blade of the Ruined King versus no item. Tien, what have you done? Hail of Arrows is going to get the kill. And Tien just lost side select.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LPL 2025 Split 2.
Down that way. A second grub goes to TT's side. Realm Warp going to come through as they want to get the play. Wind becomes lightning. They try to get in with the Crescent Guard. Level 6s are there for multiple members, and they were not for Waybo. TT strike first and strike fast. First blood.
You can see Satab knows. He doesn't have that flash. He has Realm Warp coming up.
Yeah, this is tough. Feathers coming around the bend here. They're going to get the CC chain into the damage, into the Spirit Rush, and Tien comes away with the kill. They get Xiaohu tanking up the turret, though they need to be careful. Their health bars are not going to be very hefty. They do get the kill and get out, so dive executed on the giant cow. Get a little bit of speed.
No symbiotic souls. I'm sad.
No
man.
symbiotic souls. You know, I actually do really like the symbiotic souls. Waybo are going to take this dragon, though, and get themselves set up grubs for TT. See now a little bit of preemptive damage by 1xN. Maybe a little bit of a tussle on the top side of the fight, though. There's instantly a Crescent Guard from Beichuan. Hoya has joined the fight. Tien uses his Vault Breaker to get out of there. Triple knockup. Chains of Corruption has come through. This fight's getting wild, but here comes the dive. This is what Weibo wanted from the draft. They need to find a target. They execute a target, and already they've gotten a triple kill for Xiaohu. And Weibo, they waited. They were hiding in the bush, and they pounce all of a sudden to a massive lead. Find that, and now we just get to fisticuff season against Weibo, who are literally fighting Satab on a ward in bot side, and unfortunately he will fall victim to the rampant cow, baby. Oh, he goes down. Xiaohu gets his 4th kill of the game. He's 4-0-2.
And look the matchup now. So when are we ever going to be getting these 5 grubs actually going to be useful?
Yeah.
I think it's
TT were in this game. TT were in a driving position in this game. And their scaling factors are still there for them. But TT trying to get a little bit of preemptive push in mid lane before that dragon does end up getting started. Looks like Hoya might be in a little bit of trouble here. Gets fully dashed onto, has to pot the World Ender and his flash out. And now TT are left with no front line. They're left with everything going to hell in a handbasket. And Waybo, they make it look too damn easy, Alk. There ain't nothing TT can do about this one. They are just being ground into dust.
And that is what I'm Thunder talking about, boys. This was the series that we were looking forward to. Weibo, make it look easy, honestly. Just walking around the map, they have so much damage. It's going to be 20 pages here in the Magi's, and under no threat are Weibo potentially losing this game from this position right now. They'll grab the dragon, which puts them at soul point here. They already have an overwhelming... man. It sucks to see, especially for ThunderTalk, but again, for Weibo, I think in the matchups we were kind of talking about, like, this should look good for them. Ari was able to do something. Now Breathe does have the ultimate coming up.
Oh, he's going to try to buy time. There's a TP coming in. Oh, God, they've overcommitted. Oh, my God. What did I just watch? My poor eyes. That was a massive shutdown going the way of TT.
Yes. So he felt like, hey, he did me a solid. I'll go ahead and TP, and this time I will die. I think it's a huge problem now for ThunderTalk. Usually when we're talking about itemization, especially for AD carries or AD champions in general, the lethality option gives you more upfront damage and is typically cheaper, but lacks some of the scaling or higher numbers. 1xN, you're probably flashing here, brother.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't get away from the cease and desist like that, even with the extra spell shield there. And now they'll just lose mid lane big time. I mean, they'll lose the inhib. Luckily, they'll be able to defend a little bit more from that, but they're trying to get some side lane pressure up in the top side with Satab.
Well, that was the pick that we were kind of... I think this is fine. Look at Satab top lane. He's just hitting a tier 2. He's getting gold for his team.
Oh, Dredge line does connect. Okay, here comes Waybo. They're overextending for sure. Dragon is coming up now. They should all turn back. Tier 2 did go. So it is Waybo going to claim that Cloud Soul and benefit the dive comp that they have.
I wonder if there are any particularly creative
This
uses
is
of Rise
a recipe.
Ultimate. But you can see it. Satab, 1xN, and Feather are all standing next to each other, trying to see
This
if they
is
can find
so
something.
bad. Like, this is so hard. You're literally begging to get pulled apart at the seams. They have the tools to run you down, TT. They've been spread apart. Maybe they can actually get Hung here. The Unbreakable Will's there. 1xN is tapping here as Hung has fallen. So now we're evened up. Realm Warp going to come through, but not utilized. Xiaohu using a defensive Spirit Rush there. We do lose both frontline supports, and Baron started up by TT. They're scaling, and maybe they finally arrived. 3 items there for both big carries, and they're forcing the hand of Weibo to breathe. Looking for a little bit of preemptive damage onto Hoya. Beichuan still in the pit. Tien forced to flash out of the fight now. Baron down to about half health. Xiaohu looking for public execution. Goes in on Beichuan. Beichuan's already down. Breathe is rampant on the back line, and he is going off on the Mbessa. Meanwhile, Xiaohu is ringing up the rear with Light, and the bounce off the ward will get the kill for Light himself.
Look at how close this game is. They're not going to be able to get the Baron. They're looking for the end here. Long death timers for ThunderTalk.
Double TPs.
It's 25 before the next member. It's just Feather by himself. Weibo are going to look to try to end game 1.
Yeah, look at the faces of TT. They know doom is a reality here in game number 1. They gave up a fight. They kept it a little close in the end. But in the end, Weibo were just stronger. 29 minutes in, that will be the breaking point for TT in game number 1. And Weibo will move up to match point on their attempt of a potential first series win. Bot lane, though, so we'll see if they can adapt some focus down there. But for me, the all eyes for TT are on Beichuan, on this Nefiri. You have to carry on.
Lane swap meta that often, but TT just recognizing that they were able to make that swap. They move Feather over, and okay, I don't know how much
that was an interaction of all time.
Yeah, his jungler is
Everybody's going to have ultimates this time around. And I think if we're looking at it, Weibo trying to get a early pick before the fighting even kicks off. Looking here onto Feather as well. Going to get the impale there too. Xiaohu steps in, and the kill goes to Tien. I think that's going to be a bold TP from Satab, though. Hung is the focus by Beichuan. Gets one reset there. Looking to get some more kills. Gets the heroic entrance as well. Weibo starting to feel the heat of the dog, but Satab goes in and dies. Light takes him down, and now Weibo with momentum at their back. Looking to take down Beichuan and 1xN here. Tien going to flash play. Exalt impact. Seismic shove does not hit after the flash from 1xN. That'll be a ton burned by both sides.
And that should just be the Dragon here going over to ThunderTalk. Breathe, going for an all-in onto Hoya. He still has Flash, kind of pulling this onto Feather. I think there's a very real kind of likelihood that I think this fight could have gone a lot better here for ThunderTalk.
Oh, Xiaohu getting away from a dive. Step to the king of spring, and you're going to get the claws, baby. That's a tiger to you, Xiaohu.
Last auto to get the explosive charge, and then he just TPs out. They get the top tier one as well. In basically 2 minutes, ThunderTalk have just giving their opponents almost a 2,500 gold lead.
Scale up on Xiaohu and complete that Seraph. So we take a little look at what happened in bot side as well. But does this item spike change anything here? Does it feel like TT have a dog in the fight? At least for Beichuan.
After all that, I think Hoya's just dead.
Yeah, no, there's no way.
All right, cool.
He's
brother.
Gone.
I think they're starting to get a little bit diffed. I think the first items are not going to do much here. I mean, even for Satab, it's a scaling Rod of Ages here. And Xiaohu now finished with the Seraphs. He's just, as Weibo continue to move forward, we're going to be getting set up. There's the Talia wall, but he didn't jump through it. He can just walk out. What?
All right.
Okay.
Well.
All right. Well, now he's here.
The Rift Herald's down to about 2,000 now as well. Beichuan is there. It'll be taken by Tien. No way. Gonna get the 2-man impale too. Light is just untouched here. Shining like the man he is. Heroic entrance is gonna be stopped in the middle of it. 1xN trying to get the resets, but he's in the wins. Is he gonna get it? He's down. Satab trying to get the cleanup kills out of the rest of Weibo. They might actually get some of these more here. No, wins of 4, not enough. Hung gets out, but that's 3 kills for 1 to TT's favor. Team fights Luckily, they gave him the Tristana this time around, but he's got a large mountain decline here.
More cleanse. I think while she does have an innate jump ability already as part of her kit, I think not having those summoner spells is really, really dangerous. They summon the Rift Herald, didn't get all that much done. Tien's coming over the side.
Tien gets stopped by the Shattering Strikes. They got the turret. That's all they really wanted. It'll force the retreat out of the rest of TT. And it'll be Weibo moving back out. Hoya was getting a side lane turret. Should be able to clean that gold up. Needs to get out of here after that, though. Weaver's wall coming in. He just wanted to get the turret. The turret finally falls, but he might get caught out here. Hoya needing to try to TP, but Xiaohu expertly waiting for it, and now he goes down. Breathe will kill his counterpart and get his first kill of the game.
Trying to get that mid lane tier 1. End up coming the losers in that trade versus ThunderTalk. So some good gold. So that's at least good for ThunderTalk. I don't know necessarily. Oh, they're just ripping this. I mean, you have Skarner, you have Isa. Why not? Yeah.
They see Beichuan as well with the wards there, and just pesky little warding control by Hung. Atacon will fall. Flowers aplenty. Roses, rather. And no denial from TT whatsoever. They repositioned on the top side of this fight. And now Dragon's coming up in 30 seconds out. This is tough. Hoya's about to have Meganar. They try to go the re-engage over on the Breathe. Beichuan has everything in his arsenal here for him. They go with the double taunt. And now 1x in. He might just go for those pop-off resets here. They've got them stuck into a corner. And it's dogs to the fight. Although they already lose Feather. That means their frontliner's gone, TT. Even with Meganar, they're feeling a little bit hesitant. Waybo fighting on the wrong side of the map. Hoya going for a two-man, but Hoya's the big focus now. Look at Breathe. He's going to be chunked. Beichuan, 1xn, gets destroyed as a big taunt comes through from Satab. Beichuan realizes he's the saving grace, but Light steps up and shines through the darkness and sits them down. A full ace for Weibo.
And what looked like a potential comeback fight for TT is a comedy of errors for them. Multiple different mistakes coming in, miscoordination coming in from all of the members. It'll be another Dragon going over to Weibo. And Lennon, I think we're good to say it. I think Weibo are looking mighty dominant and are getting ready for
the breaking of the back of TT in this series.
I think that's the difference between veterancy and... Oh, wait a minute. Hong just goes in.
Oh my god, Feather is just dead. Okay, here goes the heroic entrance onto Beichuan. They can reset the fight onto Tien. Tien's a little bit by himself here, but trying to get out. Has the flash available. Gets over the wall there now. TT, we're trying to look for a little bit of something. They have Hoya with Meganar ulti ready to go and walls around them. They might look for the re-engage onto Tien. He doesn't really have any tools available. Xiaohu has the Weaver's Wall to his name. Light still has the kill.
Already half HP. Can Beichuan make the steal? And even if he steals it, can they even win the game from that point? Weibo do not want to try to chance it. They know that Feather is coming back from base. He has the possibility of going. They got to keep going.
Oh, they TP'd away.
Breathe.
Okay, this is chaos. Oh my god. Weibo. Tien already got the steal before. Can he get it again? He's going to be stolen by Xiaohu of all people. The Tiger King of Spring is earning that namesake now, and Light on the back line is going to be a menace to society here. A triple kill for the man in the mid lane for Weibo. And Xiaohu heard all the doubters. They heard all the naysayers, and he is making sure that Weibo will start this season with a 1-1 in Group Ascend.
There it is. The general, everybody salute for your leader here at Weibo Gaming. They take a big fight win, they get the Baron, and they're probably just going to be looking to push to end. There's a couple of respawns, so I think we got a little bit more time left in this game, but there's even a Mountain Soul in a minute and a half, and it just feels like
he's good, he's fine, everything is fine.
I will say this does kind of slow down the game. You know, they can go back to mid because they're able to rotate so fast, but they could have been able to slap this wave. There's also a bottom lane wave, so they're probably just going to be playing on these two. Nefiri has recalled, and time to see how Weibo close this one out. They can push for a couple more waves here and then look for the dragon that is spawning. Just
all in on the Light, and Beichuan just throws his life away. I guess they said, let's get out of this game, fellas. As that's going to be a chase down by Tien. Doesn't hit the Impale. 1xn. struggling to find an end into this one. Seismic shove from Xiaohu is going to be the saving grace as Hoya jumps into his doom. It's a death cannonball from him and a death knell from TT. Waybo will find even more. That's a 12-1-6 performance from the Tiger King of Spring himself. And I can say he's officially found his moment as they will find a 2-0 domineering victory over TT.
That's your 5-star general, everybody.